So you like the glory, huh? You fancy yourself a fan of revenge stories? Now that the glory is seemingly over, we've got you covered with some more revenge stories that will tide you over until the glory season 2 comes back around. So here are 5 K-dramas you need to binge to satisfy your craving for karmic justice.
Number 5, Reborn Rich. To start this list off on the right foot, number 5 is going to have to be a Song Joong-ki drama. Reborn Rich taps into the rags to riches revenge story with time travel. Joong-ki actually plays 2 characters in this one. The story starts out in the present time and revolves around his character, Yeon Hyun-woo, who works for a powerful conglomerate called the Sonyeon Group. Although he is poor and of low class, he works hard to make ends meet and takes care of his poor family. But all that loyalty and hard work comes crashing down when this powerful family of said conglomerate frames him for embezzlement, where he is eventually murdered. He is then reincarnated back in time as the youngest grandson of this family. Now that is some crazy stuff if you ask me. Imagine being born again into the family that murdered you, hence the title Reborn Rich. The revenge story then builds as he leverages his knowledge from the future to rise in the ranks of the business world and become powerful enough to take down the family that put a hit on him. Joong-ki gives us a powerful performance as he schemes his way to the top and dishes out that sweet revenge on his enemies. Number 4, My Country. If you love historical dramas and watching the hottest actors in Korea dressed in hanbok, then you might consider binging My Country. With an all-star cast, My Country revolves around So-wi, a skilled swordsman who is poor and of low social status is betrayed by his best friend Sun-ho, who is from a rich and noble family. Due to this betrayal, So-wi is thrown into the lowest ranks of the military, where he must use his skills to climb the ranks to one day face his childhood friend and deliver the justice he deserves. The story is amazing, with layers of intrigue with twists and turns along the way mashed together with some epic action pieces and sword fights that will blow your mind. And as a bonus, you'll also get to see the most amazing Jung Hyuk, who plays the historical figure Yi Bang-won. Trust us guys, when you see his performance in this K-drama, you will become an instant fan.
Number 3, Itaewon Class. This show might be the closest you get to perfection when it comes to K-dramas. It has everything you want within the context of a revenge story mixed with great characters, an amazing villain, and a soundtrack that will stay with you forever. Nothing feels better than to watch the poor stick it to the rich and privileged in perhaps one of the most satisfying revenge stories you could watch. The story follows our main character Park Se-ri, who suffers the schemes of the rich and powerful Jung Dae-hee. With his power and influence, Park Se-ri is wrongfully sent to jail for 3 years, where he plots his revenge to be executed once he's set free. It's a feel-good comeback story filled with all of the elements you want in a K-drama. Relatable and memorable characters, and a strong plot that leads you from one episode to the next without taking a break. Number 2, My Name. This show had elements of Infernal Affairs and The Departed. The story centers around Ji-woo or Hae-jin as she witnesses her father get murdered in front of her very eyes. In her quest for revenge, she falls in with a crime organization and is trained in all of the skills she would need to exact that revenge. At the behest of the criminal organization, she goes undercover as a cop, all seemingly to discover who was behind her father's murder and bring them to justice. Revenge is so sweet in this show, but it's not as straightforward as you think. There are a lot of twists and turns when it comes to the plot, and Han So-ee's performance is absolutely spectacular. It's a gripping story bundled with some over-the-top violence that will have you rooting for Han So-ee at every turn and through every single obstacle and hardship. When it comes to revenge stories, it doesn't get any better or simpler than this story. But don't let its simplicity condition you into thinking it's easy. The road is long and difficult for Han So-ee's character, and the climax is a very satisfying end.
Number 1, Vincenzo. The number 1 spot falls on yet another Song Joong-ki drama. Vincenzo didn't seem like a revenge story at first, but as you get deeper into it, revenge is indeed sweet. The story unfolds as you follow Vincenzo, who was adopted by an Italian family, who then rises the ranks of the mafia as a consigliere. He goes back to Korea to reclaim a ton of gold stashed away at a plaza. What started out as a fight against powerful corporations through courtroom battles evolves into one of the most satisfying revenge stories we've seen to date, except for the glory, of course. The story takes a dark and serious turn towards the end that will have you on the edge of your seat. And the way Vincenzo executes his revenge, it's chef's kiss. Trust us, if you've never seen Song Joong-ki as a dark avenger, you won't be disappointed with Vincenzo.
Well, there you have it. Those are 5 K-dramas you need to binge to satisfy your craving for karmic justice. If you have your own to suggest, leave it in the comments section below. But that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos if you love K-dramas and K-pop reactions. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you know when we post new videos, and as always, this is what we're watching this Sunday. We'll see you in the next one.